Hello again. That's a nice hat you've got.
Thanks. It's been sitting on the skeleton decoration for probably a few years now, and I totally forgot all about it. I had to put it back. It's got a little ball.
It's very adorable.
Thanks. It's a little chilly in here, so I decided to get a hat.
Oh, I was feeling like it was a little bit warm. I was about to strip down.
Oh.
In fact, maybe I will strip down into some black. So yeah, hey, it's 11:47 p.m. That's 13 minutes to midnight Michigan time, which means we are almost upon 2025. And what a perfect time to go over some of our favorite or least favorite movies of 2024.
Yes.
I thought perhaps at the beginning of this we might make mention of a few of our beloved members of the horror genre community that have passed away this year. Sorry, I'm trying to get this off. Ray Garton Jr. Do you know who that is? Because I did not either until I looked it up. 1962 to 2024. An acclaimed American horror author, Garton was renowned for works such as Live Girls, Seductions, and novelizations of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, okay.
His storytelling earned him a Bram Stoker Award nomination, and he was honored as a World Horror Convention Grand Master in 2006. Garton passed away on April 21st, 2024 at the age of 61 following a brief battle with stage 4 lung cancer.
Aww.
Okay, I'm going to mispronounce this. Kazuo Umezu, 1936 to 2024, a pioneering Japanese horror manga artist. Umezu was celebrated for his unique and influential works that left an indelible mark on the horror manga genre. He passed away on October 28th, your birthday, 2024, at the age of 88 after undergoing treatment for stomach cancer. And then somebody that we all know and love, Tony Todd, 1954 to 2024.
Candyman.
An American actor best known for his iconic portrayal of the titular character in the Candyman horror franchise. Todd's performance became a cornerstone of horror cinema. He passed away on November 9th, 2024 at the age of 69. And I will remember that day. Specifically, I did not know the other artists, but Tony Todd, of course, we're all familiar with. And he was a great loss. Way too early, way too young to pass away. Having said that, would you like to move on to some movies?
Yes. So we watch a crap ton of movies. I think we, of course, love horror movies at the heart and soul of our souls. But first and foremost, we saw. Oh, you know what I didn't put on here is. Wait, when did Godzilla -1?
That was 2023.
That was 2023.
Yeah, that was our all-time favorite of 2023.
Yeah.
Remember, we had that at the Ghoulcast.
Yeah, and then
that was everybody's favorite except for Paul's because he hadn't seen it yet.
Oh.
Yeah, but we all had agreed that's when that was 2023. This year we got Godzilla
X Kong,
the New Empire.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is on my list of shit that I loved, but on a whole different planet than -1.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
This is more like kid fun, friendly, bright colors and humor. And on the other spectrum, you'd have Godzilla -1, minus color, which is just such a beautiful film. And you can't compare them because they're just two different, all two separate entities. You know,
Catriona's taking a shit, I think. Just
Thanks,
for the
Catriona.
record, like I think she just went and dropped one off for the new year.
Thanks, love. Oh, she's doing something weird. Ah!
Oh,
She's playing with Sentinel. So we got two black cats.
that's crazy though. I don't think I've seen her play with Sentinel. I think she usually gets bothered by them when they try to play with her.
Yeah,
But she was just being fun.
She did let him give her a bath like not too long ago. She's warming up slowly. She's a spicy little girl.
Well, yeah, you can smell her spice. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know how you have these listed. I know for me that there were so many.
Yes.
That I simply got on Wikipedia list of horror films. I did not make a list like favorite to least favorite or anything like that. I have thoughts on a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know how
just
your list is, but since you started with Godzilla, Kong, The New Empire, you know, I don't know. It's not a matter of what's great or what's not, or it's the, you know, for me, what I like and what I don't like. And in this case, what I love, and I love that movie. I still watch. I've probably seen it like 10 times.
Yeah.
So
it's like a new comfort film. Just put it on and let it roll.
Yeah. The new Godzilla series, the American Godzillas, the series have gotten goofier as they've gone on.
True.
Like, I think King of the Monsters is like the ultimate sort of Godzilla movie in this new series.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Godzilla versus Kong. That to me is, I love that one. I love the way that it went. Fuck, I love them all. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I love them all. And that was a really good, fun one this year.
Yeah. For those that don't know us very well, we love Godzilla. We have a whole tribute to Godzilla from very big to very small. And we have, I don't even know how many Godzilla action figures that we have on that, like 2 shelves, quite a big collection of every Godzilla pretty much out there.
Well, and the dog den, that's where we have shelves with multiple figures and dioramas.
Yes.
And posters.
And the larger guys on.
And then outside of their den, we have multiple bigger Godzillas on the floor in front of a showcase, which has a shelf filled with Godzilla and other mini kaiju creatures in there. And there are other Godzilla creatures like the new Biollante that's in the bedroom. I mean, they're everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hard not to like the new one, even if it's kind of goofy. People are saying it's like a throwback to the Showa era. And I love all of them. There's probably a couple that I don't like, mainly because of that shitty baby Godzilla.
Minya.
Yeah, Minya can fuck off. But so there's such a list.
Yes.
And I'm not really sure where. I'll tell you what, why don't you do one and then I'll do one?
Okay. So let me see here on my list. Yeah, it's all kind of like in a jumbled order of whether we liked it or not. I just, put in there. Apartment 9.
Apartment 9.
Yep, that one was really good.
Apartment 9.
That was Rosemary's Baby prequel.
No. Apartment 7A.
Oh, 7A. Why did I put Apartment 9?
Yeah, that's on mine too. That's I
Or
like
is
that
it a
one a
different
lot. Apartment 7A.
Yes.
Yes, with Julia Garner from Ozark.
Right.
Yes, I think she's supposed to play like the Silver Surfer in a new Fantastic Four movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's great. And I loved it. I thought it was the perfect prequel for Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
I didn't even know it was coming out. I just literally was flipping through stuff and I saw Apartment 7A. I said, oh, that reminds me of Rosemary's Baby with the green and black artwork. And lo and behold, I was like, oh, shit. I didn't even know that was being made. So,
yes.
Yep. That's a good one. And so would that be on my top 10? No. But there's so many that are good. I feel the same way with I'll name a couple that I liked a lot, but might not be on the top 10. Abigail is one. About the little ballerina vampire.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was absolutely fun, and I've seen that a couple times. A Quiet Place Day One. That was another one that I thought it should have more monsters, but it had Eddie Munson in it, and I didn't even know it was him to begin with.
Right.
And so I liked that. Needed more monsters, but it wasn't a bad movie by any means. I thought it was a good movie. And then Afraid. That was the AI one with yeah, I think with the Asian family. Yeah, that was kind of, it could be like a sister piece to Megan, just like the fear of AI kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked it. It's not on my top 10 list, but I mean, I enjoyed these. I said I would go one at a time, but there's so many.
Yeah.
So I'm going down the A's right now. Right. And one that I really liked a lot, I don't know if it's on my top 10 because I didn't really make a list like that, but Alien Romulus. I love the Alien franchise. There's some of them that I loathe, like the fourth one. I don't know, whatever that's called, Resurrection with Winona Ryder. I hate that fucking movie. I hate it. And but this one, timeline between the original and Aliens, and I liked so much about it.
I could have done without the nod to the bitch.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't need to do that. There's a couple little missteps, fan service shit, but for the vast majority of the movie, I found myself enjoying it. I loved to see what they had done, and I will watch that again. I love Fede Alvarez, the director. I love a lot of the stuff that he's done, the Evil Dead reboot, and for me, it was a win. It was a total fucking win.
Yeah. How did you feel about Oddity?
Oddity, I really liked.
I thought it was interesting.
Yep, that was another really great one. It's on a lot of people's top 10 lists, and I like Oddity, in a different, it's a different type of movie than like Alien Romulus, but I enjoy it as much, about at the same level, just for different reasons. Yeah.
I like that one. I think it was really cool.
Okay, a few that that I did not, that just left me thinking like kind of blah de blah. Okay, Apocalypse Z, The Beginning of the End, a Spanish zombie thriller. It had some good stuff to it. It was just for me these days, if you're giving me a zombie movie, it's got to be something different, better, and over the top. And this was just kind of mid. The same went with Arcadian, Nicolas Cage, where he had the sons that that he was trying to.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a post-apocalyptic alien invasion type movie. I had high hopes for it. I love Nick Cage, but it was just mid again. And the same with Azrael, with Samara Weaving, the one where she barely speaks.
Right.
And I love me some Samara Weaving. Yeah. I love to watch her scream. I love to see her in movies. She's one of my favorite new actresses. But this movie, again, it was just a little bit mid. Oh shit.
It's midnight.
It's midnight.
3 minutes after.
I was just like, what is those explosions I'm hearing?
Fireworks.
Is it the drones? Have they finally oh well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, I just completely forgot. I start talking about this stuff and I get completely
we get carried away in our own thoughts of fun movies.
Yeah, and there are a ton.
Yeah.
There are a ton. Another one, again, that's mid. Oh, and see, now I'm going off track. I said, I'll say some, you say some.
Yeah.
What did you just ask me about?
Oh, Oddity.
Oh, Oddity. Okay.
One, yeah.
And then I said some other shit. So why don't you go ahead again?
I really enjoyed The First Omen. I think that was a really well-made film. Really cool. Really cool scenes in there. I think, I don't know, like, it really made for a good film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was one of my favorite ones too. It has a real traditional classic horror feel to it. It was big. It was foreign, European. And I know that there were some, spots where it didn't make a lot of sense here or there, but all is forgiven. All is forgiven. I thought The First Omen was really good. And what was the other one? The other religious one where like, I think we'll get to it. I can't remember it right now, but it was another good religious one. It could have played at like a double feature. We were watching it like about bringing. Oh, I can't remember. We'll get to it. Another mid, like, I wanted to love it. Beetlejuice 2. I love a lot about it.
Yeah.
But
it's cute.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, pow.
Yeah, it can't stand next to the original.
No, not at all.
There's something about it that just seemed forced, and I don't know if we've just gotten older and we need more to
it was quite campy here and there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah.
It was mid. Going down a little bit further, one that I liked was called Blink Twice, directed by Zoe Kravitz, the one with Channing Tatum.
Yep.
That was one of those kind of. It had some, it reminded me of Get Out in that certain kind of way. It had to do with, hypnotizing people, and it had a lot of good shit. And Channing Tatum turned out to be quite a jerk,
quite a villain.
Yeah. So I like that one. Not a top 10, but I'd watch it again if it was on. And it's crazy, because I'm not trying to discount any talent. There's a lot of great movies. I love these, and I never ever discount all the hard work that goes into them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Never. I appreciate so much, and for a first time director like Zoe Kravitz, I think she did fantastic. Just killer, killer stuff.
Yeah. So I was very disappointed, of course, with the Crow remake. Not much to be said about it. Of course, I'm a huge fan of the original, and the loaded soundtrack that they had for that, and this one just was. It just fell short in so many ways.
Yeah.
Disappointing, even though I love Skarsgård, but
Yeah.
wah, wah.
Yeah. I mean, he did the best he could with what they gave him. And, you know, there are people that love it, I think, that love the source material.
Yeah.
We're people that love the original movie, and there's no way for me to compare that. And we gave it a good try.
Yeah.
You know, maybe sometime we'll watch it again just to see if we could pick out things we like about it. But
oh man.
yeah, that
Oof,
was not.
That's hard.
Yeah,
that was a hard watch.
yeah, that was disappointing. But I kind of expected it to be disappointing. Sticking with the Seas, Cuckoo, I thought was pretty good. Dan Stevens, you know, from a lot of other movies, including Godzilla: New Empire. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
But it also was just a little weirdly mid in a lot of ways, you know. But, you know, it wouldn't even have made my top 20 this year because there were so many.
Mm-hmm.
But it still had its redeeming qualities for me.
Yeah.
So
I didn't have that on my list, but I enjoyed it, but same for me, it wouldn't be on my top list.
Okay. Well, there are some other ones here. What did you think about Elevation?
It was all right. I mean,
Right?
I
It's kind of like A Quiet Place.
Yeah, yeah. It's got some monsters that are very difficult to exterminate, and you know they could only go to a certain like elevation, and they would just kind of like flee.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know they had to go and get these what did his son have, like asthma or some type of.
Yep, kid had asthma. They had to go get some medicine, and
Right.
along the way, they found a way to get rid of him somehow. I think that one would have been better served watching in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because bigger budget monsters, big locations. Just watching it at home, I was just not super impressed. But again, it's got good shit to it. I like Anthony Mackie. I appreciate, he's Captain Falcon. I like watching him in action. So yeah, I mean, I liked it. Like I said, I think I would have enjoyed it more if I was watching it in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which next up on this list of ones that I've seen, because there's a bunch in here that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
There's Destroy. Oh, I watched Destroy All Neighbors. Didn't like that. Die Alone. Didn't see that. Director's Cut. Don't Move. That was another one that
I started to watch that one, but it didn't really hold my attention very well, and I just forgot about it.
Yeah, I was going to, and then I said, nah, there's other things to watch. I did start to watch Festival of the Living Dead by the Saska sisters.
Okay.
And being, it's supposed to be like an entry into the Living Dead world. And I really, as people, like Jen and Sylvia Saska. I think they're cool. I know they've got talent. I like their earlier work. My favorite of theirs is American Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get through this. Like, I found myself just being like, okay, again, it's a zombie movie. So what is it giving me that I haven't seen before? It's a tough genre.
Right.
To bust into.
Many zombie movies.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just one of those, What about you? What do you got next?
Longlegs.
Yep, there you go.
Oh my god. Nicolas Cage is so weird. But I think that's what makes it so amazing. Is just the weirdness of his character. He just blew my mind.
And what's what's her name? Micah Monroe.
Micah, yeah.
Micah, I love Micah Monroe.
She's played a lot of great characters.
I did not know that I was going to like her. The first time I seen her, I think, was in It Follows.
Yeah.
And at first, I did not like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I used to call it It Swallows because I thought it sucked so hard.
Right.
But then
it grew on you.
Yeah, it really does. Now I really like the movie. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But yeah. Excuse me. I love both of those guys in it. It's like a total supernatural type of Silence of the Lambs flick. And that's definitely on my favorites of the year. Longlegs is one of those. And when I know something will stay with me for a while, because when I go over a list like this again and I see the title, I'm like, oh, it makes me want to watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me put it on and review it. That's what I did with Alien Romulus when I saw that it was available to watch again. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've watched that about 3 times. I've watched Longlegs twice, so I'm due for another screening of that.
Another view.
Yep. So yeah, Longlegs, that's an easy win. That's like a really good one. Another one that I watched, fell asleep and rewatched that I like, and I like, I just love Hellboy, but The Crooked Man.
Yeah, I have that on my little list here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I watched you fall asleep, and I was just very. I was kind of like, huh. Must have not like held your attention, but sometimes
I was just tired.
Get so tired that
I was just
fall asleep no matter what. But I liked this. I really liked it. It wasn't goofy Hellboy. It was more stoic. And he's like younger in this film.
Smoking cigarettes.
Smoking and well, the other ones he smokes like stogies and
right
and stuff. But
so when did he move up to cigars?
I don't know.
When he turned into Ron Perlman, I guess.
Yeah, but I like the characters in this film too. It was pretty interesting, like witchy and dark,
like folk horror in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Agreed.
See, I love that, and that I need another watch of that too. But Jack Kesey, who plays him, I think did a great job. He was like a young Hellboy.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't maybe developed that wry sense of humor. As we get older, we just kind of fuck it, man.
Right.
We're gonna say and do what we want. So yeah, that is a favorite of mine, and so is Heretic. Do you have that on your list?
I do. That one was really good.
Hugh Grant taking a turn to evil.
Creepy old man.
Yeah, the whole religious backstory of it.
Mm-hmm.
He made a lot of good philosophical points on religion in that movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Religious horror, I don't know, it just really gets me sometimes, where I'm just kind of like, oh man, because it creeps me out as born and raised like as a Christian, person. It just is like you hear about all the good and evil and things like that, and just to be like tested the way he tests these girls, it just is like, meh.
Yeah,
creepy,
really
very
cool.
Creepy.
Yep, that is on my best of list for sure. That one. What else do you got there?
How about Sasquatch Sunset?
Holy shit, was that this year?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was. I see. I haven't watched that twice.
I think it would be hard to watch. It's just because it's a lot of
Oh my God.
Oh, it's ridiculous, but you know, a lot of time and effort went into making that film, and you know.
Oh yeah. Right. And of course, being cryptozoologists, you know, excuse me. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Like, no fucking dialogue,
No.
just Sasquatch talk.
Yeah.
Sasquatch
A
wieners.
lot of grunting and Sasquatch wieners.
Yeah, Sasquatch sex.
Yep.
And yeah, I guess I've never seen a movie like it before. And who is it? Jesse Eisenberg is like one of the main big feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that was my favorite role that he's ever been in. You know, I've never liked him since his turn as Lex Luthor.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like him and stuff, but since then I've been like, fuck that guy. But he was good as a Sasquatch, probably because he didn't talk. So
Probably.
completely, you know, he's covered in makeup. Great makeup too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Their suits were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Wieners.
Yeah, wiener suits.
That was weird.
Moving. God, I can't believe I'm yawning. Sorry. I've had a lot of coffee too. Must just be getting old. Moving down to the eyes, there's several right in a row worth mentioning to different levels. Okay, so one of them, the other one I was thinking about that would be a good double feature with The First Omen is Immaculate with Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was she doing? She was like birthing the Antichrist. Or,
yeah, they were trying to bring the Antichrist. Yep.
Yeah, and they were like doing experiments on different people.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, and I had no idea who Sydney Sweeney was.
They kept records of all of them and how they would turn out. Right.
Yep, and she turned out to be like, you know, spoiler, like the one carrying the real one or whatever. But I had, you know, like I had heard about it. I heard about it. It was pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not know who Sydney Sweeney was. I'd never heard of her before. And when I started seeing her name pop up in different circles, I realized that, you know, she was quite popular for other things that I never watched before. And now it just seems like she's been quite popular in other circles, which makes it that much cooler that she did such a fucked up movie that I think I like it more for that reason. It's like it's a good one though. And next to that, In a Violent Nature.
Yes, I had that one on there.
Which, yep, just a slice of life out of a Jason type movie.
Mm-hmm. I would say the same thing.
Yeah,
it could be a good double feature.
Mm-hmm. I loved watching it in the theater. I loved that it was kind of just us and Zachary and his friends, just kind of witnessing this thing. You know, I had heard so much about it. I've watched it twice, and the second time around, I see that I'm not as interested. I love the killer. And I love the theme of the movie, but it does drag on for me in a second viewing. It needs, you know, that's one of the things that makes those Jason movies different is the classic music for me. And it had none of that. Right.
It was pretty quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, I guess what I'm getting down to is I want another Jason movie. I want another Jason movie to play in the theater to where, you know, you see the gore happening. Like, I want another Jason movie. Yeah. It made me want to go back home and watch Friday the 13th, the final chapter, or part 2 or part 5. You know, it just so on a second viewing, that's where it left me. And then I'll just say these two other ones that are in the I section. I saw the TV Glow.
I didn't get a chance to watch that.
That's, I think, very unique, and it's got a special place. It's got a special place for me. I watched it really late at night. I think after a UFC event.
Mm-hmm.
The UFC was over at like 1 a.m. You had been asleep, and I heard everybody talking about it. I just put it on, so it was just, I was just kind of drained from all this physical violence. And when I watched this, it was this very moody, emoting piece of unique kind of horror science fiction filmmaking. And I won't say anything else because if you haven't seen it, it's something. So there's that, and then Imaginary, which
did you watch it?
Yep, I watched it. I watched part of it while we were together, and then another day I watched.
I don't remember anything of it.
Imaginary?
Yeah. No, there's like a teddy bear.
Yeah. It's not a favorite. It's just on the eyes here. And it wasn't bad for me. I'm not trying to discount the talent behind it. It's just, I wouldn't watch it again, unless there's nothing else on and I was just like working, I might stick it on. But, oh, yeah, okay. But that's just, I mention it only because it's in the I section of this list.
Okay.
So
okay.
You're next.
Well, Lisa Frankenstein. It was a cute little love story with a gothic heroine.
Mm-hmm.
And then her companion from the dead. I think it was adorable.
Okay. Yep. That definitely, I really appreciate that. But I didn't like it though. No, I did not like it. I just thought it was kind of cool. It had a little certain something to it. But you know what? It goes in the Beetlejuice category, where I'm like, oh, this is maybe trying too hard for me. But I'm old and, I just don't know what it is. But yeah, I didn't like it. I liked Beetlejuice better than that, and I've had an opportunity to watch Lisa Frankenstein again, and I like no. But you liked it.
I liked it, yeah.
So there you go. That's what matters. Yeah, that's what matters.
Okay.
Love Lies Bleeding.
That was fun.
Did you have it on your list?
No, I didn't see it on the list that I was looking at for this year.
It's not on this one either.
Oh, wow.
But I saw. Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't remember what her name is. The bodybuilder lady.
I don't remember.
Just so fucking cool. And Kristen Stewart, so fucking cool. Just down and dirty and raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And just like, yeah. I have learned to love Kristen Stewart. Like, I guess didn't really care much for Twilight movies.
Mm-hmm. Underwater. She did a really good job. And
Underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And this I thought she was great in. What else has she done? Kristen Stewart.
A whole bunch of stuff, but
yeah, I don't know. But I think I really started liking her in Underwater because she was like Cthulhu monster movie. So
that is really cool.
Yeah, and she had cool short ass blonde hair in that. Okay.
My internet's not working very well.
Yeah, it's
still
not
spinning around a little bit. So
maybe try to restart. I don't know. That's what I did. That's what I did earlier.
Well, I did restart it, and then it's still not doing stupid shit. So
it's probably the aliens.
Definitely the aliens.
Okay. Aliens. So on my top 10 list that I didn't make, but as I see this, very obvious win on so many levels, Maxine.
It's on my list too.
I love Maxine. It hits all the right. What do they say? It checks all the boxes for me.
Yeah.
Mia Goth, who is awesome, and Kevin Bacon as a fucking creepy, slimy fuck.
Ugh. 80s aesthetic.
80s aesthetic, 80s music, takes place in Hollywood. It's about making movies, and it completes the trilogy that, you know, time-wise begins with Pearl, goes to X, and then Maxine. Ty West fucking knocked it out of the park. And when she fucking stomps on that guy's nuts with her fucking stiletto. Oh, my poor balls.
Ouch.
Holy shit.
I don't even have balls, and it makes you cringe. Ouch. And then blows her own dad away.
So wait, do you have access to your list still?
Yeah, I have it on a piece of paper like a weirdo human being.
Okay, what's next? What do you got?
Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
Yes. Available for streaming, by the way.
Woohoo!
Yep. That was great.
It was really good. I really like it, and especially because it has, that feminine aspect. When you watch the Lord of the Rings or like the Hobbit movies, they're all the main characters are men. So when you introduce a woman, that's not just like in the background, like, you've got Eowyn, Arwen, Galadriel, they're all kind of they're there and they're beautiful and they have awesome. A heart, right? Yeah. But then you've got like this strong-willed woman leading this movie, which I thought was really cool.
Yep.
And the horses.
Yep. I wish it were live action.
I really do too, but I do appreciate. My dog is snorting.
Is that Scully?
Yeah, she's reverse sneezing.
Scully. You're not Scully. Scully. Maxine. Are you okay? Oh, you're not Scully.
Well, there's a Fury. Hi, Fury.
Oh, there you are. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing a little snort.
Come here, honey.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello.
You okay? You okay? Oh, you two look so sleepy. You were asleep. Go on. Scully needs me. You okay?
Hi.
You all right? Everybody's all right. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year again.
Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year, Scully. Yeah, there we go.
Need a pats.
Yeah, I wish that one were live action. Oh, it was so good. Yeah. And when they got to the part where they said it would be now called Helm's Deep. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it when a plan comes together.
And I love that they used Christopher Lee's voice. Even if it was just a very, very small part at the very end, and you're like, oh, it's Sauron. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful to hear him one last time in a Lord of the Rings film. You too.
I wish they could have cloned that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's amazing. Just amazing.
God, that wasn't. I'm looking at a list of horror films and the other ones I have in the back of my head. So I'm gonna get to the elephant, the obvious thing in the room, and say for me, probably my favorite of the year, and it's still fresh, and it was just wonderful to see it with family and everything else, is Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I gotta give the MVP, the most valuable player award this year, to Nicholas Hoult, because that guy, so I loved him in this. He, played, kind of, the Jonathan Harker type character. He's a bit of a bitch,
Thomas.
But on the other hand, I just finished watching The Order, where he plays a cult leader.
Oh.
You remember? You saw that? Or did you not watch it?
I don't remember watching that one. So
it was just on the other day. It was about it was like in the 80s, and he was like a cult leader of white supremacists.
Oh, okay. So I did see a little bit of that.
Yeah. Can I have a drink of your water?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I had fallen asleep. I finished watching it today.
Yeah.
Great movie. Really killer movie. And so he's awesome in Nosferatu, which again I think is my favorite movie of the year. For a lot of reasons, and I'll get to that. But him as an actor, so he's in this. He's completely opposite in The Order, but not unhinged leader of a cult like Nicolas Cage or something might be, but a very, very believable bad guy. And I've never seen him like this. So he is also in the new Superman trailer. He's playing Lex Luthor,
right,
in the new forthcoming Superman movie, and also in Juror Number 2.
Yes, and that was on my list too.
Yeah,
I think it was a really well-made film.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. I mean, the dude is like 150 years old and still making killer fucking movies. Like the last one that he directed that we watched, where I think he was starring in it. Like he was like, the mule or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was still trying to play a tough character, and in certain regards, in that movie, it was just not believable. But as a director, not in front of the camera, Juror Number 2 is great. And so again, another Nicholas Hoult. So he gets my vote for most valuable performer of the year. Just I think he'll make a good Lex Luthor, especially after watching him in The Order. God. And I saw somebody at one of the Nosferatu little after or red carpet events. They were talking. Somebody, one of the actresses was talking, and he came up behind her, and she was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" She's like, "Could you do us all a favor and leave the other actors some roles? Like, could you?" And he was like. And he was like, "No, I'm not leaving anything for anybody. I want them all to suffer." I was like, "This guy is fun." So yeah, like I didn't know that I was gonna like him like so much. But anywho, watching Nosferatu, I found myself judging. Oh, what the fuck? These dogs are going outside now. Like, okay, I'm in love with The Witch forever, Robert Eggers' movie, as a director. So The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, and Nosferatu. It's hard to, The Witch and Nosferatu they're my favorites of things in so many ways. It's hard to say which one I like better. The Northman I like the least. The Lighthouse I think is in second place. But see, Nosferatu was so epic, and it's just such a giant, grim world, and the makeup. There's something about the makeup of Count Orlok that really got to me. And the different look for him with the mustache and the rotting, and the fact that there was nothing. He was just menacing.
Oh yeah, in all ways.
He's like 8 feet tall or some shit, but it was beautiful. And it's a world that I want to be immersed in.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, for me, favorite of the year, most likely, I don't know. Like I said, it's hard to say because I watched it with you on Christmas Day, and my brother was there. So I'm just like, God, I just love this day. I just got this virus book. I got an humanoid on the way. I've got my wife with me. My brother's there. I got Maxine at home. Maxine, you going outside?
Oh, I loved the movie. I really enjoyed the set, the castle that they're in, the like all the pointed archways that have the like on the doors just reminded me of the original film. And that movie, the original, has a special place in my heart. The first time I ever saw it, I was just like, oh, this is so awesome. Just, I don't know, there's nothing else like it. You know, you can't compare it to anything else of that time and era. And like the way that they put it all together, and then you have this new one and you're just like, huh. And I found myself like, ooh, you know, every little like bit, I'm like, oh, nod, yay.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting. I love it very much.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
Oh yeah. So like
And Willem Dafoe, come on. Like, there's not a fucking thing that guy does that I don't love.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
In everything that he does.
He's bouncing from Shadow of the Vampire over to Nosferatu. Next thing you know, he'll be doing like
farting in the lighthouse.
Well, he's done that. Yeah.
He's great. I love Willem Dafoe.
You know, I was talking to Damon about, he finally saw the movie, and he said that he felt that it lagged a little bit near the end.
Mm.
And of course, you know, for me, I realize how wrong he is, but other people have said that too. But for him to say that, I had to question, you know, where is your point in life right now? You know, you are working a lot, and finding time to go to the movie is a chore. And then you might have to go to work his life right now is not as free as ours was on vacation time.
Mm-hmm.
To go and just, yeah, we had these tickets forever, bitch. You know, we're going, it don't matter if it's 3.5 hours long.
Right.
All we got to do is go home and fucking eat pizza or whatever. And I'm thinking maybe if it were a different scenario with him, that he might not feel that it lagged on. He might have been tired, you know, because I know him. And when I told him, you know, to think about that, he said, you know, you're right. He said he has to give it another watch because that was the situation he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, limited time.
Yeah.
And probably tired. So it's one of those things, like, I knew from the very get-go that I need rest before I go see it. I don't want to have to go anywhere after. I want to take my time and just, you know, knowing just the run length is like over 2 hours. Yeah, like, leave me there. You know, just leave me in the Carpathian Mountains. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny too. After I watched that, when I was talking to Damon and chatting about it, I realized, I was like, oh shit. It's like, so a while ago, I think you and I watched it, or at some point I wrote a song about it several years back. There's a lyric video, a Lucifer Fulci lyric video for Nosferatu. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I remember I did this, you know, and I put it on. I was like, oh shit, I remember this song. And I sent it to him. But I had gotten so inspired by it again. And I had forgotten I wrote one before about the original movie. But after that, I came home and I had, you know, there's 4 songs on the St. Eerie EP that the Matts and I are doing.
Mhm.
And one of them was going to be called Something Else, about another topic, about, cosmic shit, whatever. But after I came back from watching Nosferatu, I penned different lyrics altogether called Carpathian Night. And I was just like, oh no, I need a song about this on there. And the song itself is very moody. And it wasn't sitting right with me to write this. I think I was trying to call the song The Cosmic Sea. And it was just something that I was, I wasn't really sure about, but I knew after that, oh yeah, that's what totally I wanted
inspired.
To convey. The feeling of being there. And how I wish that I don't wish I would be Count Orlok. I might be in my own kind of way, but maybe not. But I just was like, oh, he has this opportunity to go do this thing. Like I don't want some vampire feeding off of me, but to make the journey and to be riding the horse through the mountains and
the
witnessing
ghost
all
carriage.
this. Yes.
There's like no driver. It just the horses, and the door opens. You're just kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, like, can I get in? I'll take that over the what's the train that we were just on?
Oh, the Christmas choo-choo. The Christmas train. Huckleberry Railroad.
Right. Yeah, give me the haunted carriage. So yeah, so there's that. I wanted to get that out of the way.
Did you see that Robert Eggers, he took Nosferatu's prosthetic penis and gave it to Nicholas Hoult for a present at Rap?
Yep.
There's a picture of him.
Yeah, but he seems really happy.
Yeah, he's like, ah!
Yeah.
I was like, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw somebody saying to him too, to the director, that why doesn't he should try to do a comedy next.
No.
And his response was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would I do a comedy? I don't do comedies. Like, fuck off. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
A comedy.
Comedy. That's hilarious just hearing it.
Dumb.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and great, lovely seeing Bill Skarsgård. And not once did I, you know me, when I see him in anything else, I'm like, do you want a balloon?
Right.
And not once did I even think about that. His voice and the
Romanian type accent, the breathing, right.
And imagine if you were, going and you're going on this job and they're telling you, yeah, that he's very ill. He can't travel and this and that. You meet the guy, you're not going to really think, oh, this is like a monster. I mean, maybe the ghost carriage might give you a hint, but just meeting him, you're like, oh shit, this guy's fucked up. The way, anyway. So yeah, he was the Crow in a really shitty movie, probably my least favorite. And then he was Count Orlok in this, and man, what an amazing persona.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just creepy as fuck. And I didn't even think the whole time that was Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp.
Yeah, I knew that it was her from the trailers, but I've never seen her in anything else.
Do you know that she has a minor role in Tusk?
I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
You will fight me, Mr. Tusk. And so getting back, okay, so that I've gone on. Why don't you have some other stuff?
Late Night with the Devil.
Yep, there you go. That's another one.
Yeah, that was one of my on my top list. What is his name? David Smalchian.
Yes.
I think he's amazing. He plays some really unique characters. And to put that one with Dune 2, he was in. Was he in? Did he show him in Dune? Was it Dune 1? Where he's like bald and he's got like that real
Right.
dark, long.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's the first
but
one.
yeah, he's awesome.
He's very cool.
And the host of the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards.
Yep.
And the Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
He's played some unique characters for sure. And he's a lover of horror.
Yes, absolutely. That's what. Oh yeah, Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in that as well. Oh, and he was in Afraid as well. And Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2.
Yep. Late Night with the Devil, though. Yeah, absolutely was fantastic. Like, I love the whole like found footage aspect of it, the gritty, the 70s. That's my thing right there. Again, and what that movie. It's funny because we're never going to agree with everybody, but a lot of people hated that movie and said it was boring and just I think those are the people that need something that we don't like in horror movies.
Like the Scream people.
Yeah, maybe so. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things there's some things about certain horror movies. See, I like Scream movies now, slashers, this and that, but like I like a whole variety of them. I can't not like something because it has a like people that love the big soundtracks and the boom and this and that, jump scares and whatever it might be. Like that's fine and good. And I like some of those movies too. I can't discount something. It's got to be good to me. I could just appreciate it. So people are like bored and they say, "Oh, this was dumb," or
to each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. But if you don't like Late Night with the Devil, fuck you. Another one that I wanted to like. There's a few of them that I really wanted to like. Salem's Lot. The remake of Salem's Lot.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No. You were like, I'll save you some time. Don't watch it. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. What?
Waste of time.
I mean, I know how you are. You like to see something once, at least for yourself, just to check it out. And, maybe one day you will. They had some good parts to it, but I wanted to like it. But it's hard to beat the original miniseries with David Soul. That to me isn't one of my all-time favorite things ever. This was just really disappointing. But on to better things. On to a couple of my other very favorites of this year. Smile 2 is up there on a top 10 for sure. Yeah. I liked it a lot better than the first one, and I thought I was going to hate it. Yeah. When I saw the first trailer, I'm like, what? She's like Lady Gaga. And but it turned out for me to just be a much better film. Naomi Scott, the singer character in it. Did you know she used to be a Power Ranger?
No, I did not know that.
She was a Power Ranger. And right from the get-go, right from the beginning, with the character from the original trying to pass along the curse, was a slam in the right direction. Yeah. No pun intended.
And then in the end, it totally made sense that, she was in the limelight because that's how it passes on.
Mhm.
and it's just going to get huge from there.
Yeah, I don't know where you go from there,
No.
but I thought this was a far superior film than the first one.
Like
I like the first one too. You know, I like the first one a lot. It's a little derivative of, you know, Ringu and It Follows.
Yeah.
So this one to me was a really good improvement. Up in my top 10, probably, my
Okay.
non-existent list. And also, Strange Darling.
I had that on my list too. That was cool. They kind of went in a direction where you weren't really thinking it was going. Like,
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Not at all linear. You had to keep watching it to see what was what.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly enough, that one also stars Kyle Gallner, who was the original police officer from Smile 1. So both of those, he
didn't even realize that.
Yeah, well, he's only in the second one for a short amount of time, but yeah, he plays the cop in Strange Darling. He used to play a lot of like emo type goth young guys in other movies. I maybe a Final Destination movie or two, or some. I can't really think of the other movies that he was in. I bet if I just make a click, I can tell you. He was in The Haunting in Connecticut, Jennifer's Body, Nightmare on Elm Street remake, Red State, Scream, Smile, Strange Darling.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's been in a lot of genre stuff. He's 38, born October 22nd. So, yeah. So cool, dude. Oh, wait, why is this orange? Is yours orange, your mic?
Battery's getting low.
Okay. Well, I don't want it to cut out, so I don't know. I thought we had like 95%.
Yeah, but they've been running for hours. So
okay. Well, I can tell you another one that why don't you give me something else?
Okay. So I don't know I think you fell asleep during Tarot, but Tarot was kind of a meh, but it was still kind of cool, the concept with the tarot cards, and you know, they were reading tarot cards and it started to come to life, you know, as far as like the villainous characters in it, which was kind of interesting. So it might be worth a second watch, maybe.
Okay. You know, I'm a little afraid these are just going to cut out on us. I don't want to keep talking if it's not going to. And I was just looking at the list, and there are other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can cut this one and start again later.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. So we'll get back at you.
Bye.
Bye.